Hey everyone, it's Carrie. So I wanted to come by and do a hair trimming video for you. As you guys already know or should know, I don't trim my hair very often. I only trim it when it needs to be trimmed. I don't trim it every 3 months or every 6 months, nothing like that. The last time I trimmed my hair, I was 3 months post big chop. Okay, so I was 3 months natural. That's the last time, and I'm now 2 years natural. Okay, so it's been a while. Anyway, so since I straightened my hair recently, a couple of days ago, I just wanted to, just give it maybe a little trim. Alright? I'll probably take off not even that much, like a ½ an inch or something. I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but I only suggest trimming your hair if you see a lot of knots, or if you are experiencing split ends. Really examine your hair. Go through your hair, go through the strands of hair. Don't just take up your hair like this and be like, okay, it looks damaged. No, go through each strand. Well, obviously you can't go through each strand, but just try to break it apart. And remember that it might look like your hair is splitting. If you hold it like this, it might look like it's splitting because you have just a bunch of hair in your hand and the hair is different lengths. So really take it apart, look at the strands to make sure that individual strand is not splitting. What I'm going to do is section my hair. I work in sections all the time, so I'm going to section my hair. So a few of you have asked me, do you have to straighten your hair in order to do a trim? And no, you don't. You can do a trim, if your hair is in its natural state also. Alright? But since my hair is straightened already, might as well do it this way. So just take a piece, right? Look at it. You're going to grab your shears. You can get this from any beauty supply store. Alright? And I'm going to cut off about this much. Alright? I'm going to cut off the same amount throughout my whole head. Alright, so I'm all finished with my trim, and this is the amount of hair that I lost. Not bad, right? So I basically just cut the same amount all around my head. A ½ an inch. You're obviously gonna cut whatever you need to cut, but that's all I needed to do. I've been getting questions about how do I prevent or how do I deal with single strand knots, and having single strand knots is just basically a part of being natural and having kinky hair. So the way to minimize it, I keep my hair in a bun most of the time, so I really don't suffer from a lot of single strand knots. As I said, I keep my hair in a bun most of the time, and on the weekends that's when I let it out, but then I'm doing stretch styles, braid outs, twist outs. So my hair really doesn't have that much time to tangle up on itself. And when I do a wash and go, I don't try to stretch my wash and goes for a whole week. I do them daily. So I really, honestly, I don't suffer from a lot of single strand knots. Another question that you've been asking me is how long is the straight style gonna last? And honestly, I'm not going to push it to its full potential. I don't know how long it could possibly last because I'm planning on working out, so I kept it in for 3 days now. This is day 3, and it's holding up pretty well. And also the fact that it's cold, the temperature where I am is cold. If I did this in the summertime, my hair would probably be frizzy right now, and because it's cold, I'm not suffering from as much frizz or puffiness. And if you want some curls for the next morning, what I do is I apply olive oil to my hair, and especially to the ends. The ends gets more olive oil. Then I divide my hair into 6 sections. I put flexi rods in my hair, just 6 flexi rods throughout my whole head, so the sections are pretty big. I tie it down at night, and then the next morning when I wake up, before I do anything, I take out the flexi rods, I wrap my hair, and tie it down again, go brush my teeth, bathe, do whatever I have to do, eat breakfast, whatever I have to do, okay, get dressed and all that. And the last thing to do before you leave or run out the house is just take the wrap out, undo the wrap, and your hair will come out similar to this, alright? So that's what you can do to get some curls for the next morning. Okay, so my trim is all finished. I hope you found this helpful. I hope I've answered some of the questions that you guys have asked, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.